Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Australia Conferences of Economics. I'm excited to share insights into the economic implication of taxation policies. Today, we will explore how tax impacts consumer and producer welfare, both at the macro and macroeconomics levels. In the first session, let's visualize the impact of the consumption tax using a chart displaying consumer and producer supplies. While they serve as a significant revenue source for governments, it's imperative to recognize their impact on the welfare of consumers and producer alike. Let's first examine the impacts on consumer welfare. When consumption taxes are imposed, the prices inevitably rise. This translated to a reduction in the purchasing power of consumers, as they are required to spend more for the same quantity of goods. Furthermore, as the price escalates, the consumer supplies diminishes. The erosion of consumer supplies directly affects the well-being and satisfaction of individuals in our society. Now, let's turn our attention to the producers. With higher price demanding consumers' demand, producers may experience a decline in the revenues. This decline in revenue directly impacts the producer supplies. As producer supplies shrinkes, the profitabilities and viabilities of business may come under strain. However, the story doesn't end there. The true economic cost of consumption tax lies in what economics refers to as deadweight loss. This concept shows the loss of potential economic welfare caused by the distortionary effect of taxation. Imagine a scenario where consumption tax alert consumer and producer behavior, leading to suboptimal allocation of resources in these markets. This means allocations result in an efficient use of resources, leading to a net loss in economic welfare. Now, we look at the demand and supply diagram, a visual representation of the market for a particularly imported good or services. With the imposition of a tariff, a tax levied on imported goods, this shift reflects the additionally cost incurred by producer due to the tariff. Consequently, the new equilibrium price rises and the quantity demanded decreases, while the quantity supplied by producer increases, albeit at a higher prices. Now, let's distinguish between the deadweight loss associated by consumption tax and tariff. In the case of consumption tax, the DW arises from the distortion of consumer and producer behavior within the domestic market. Higher price depending consumer demand and reduced producer revenues, leading to an inefficient allocation of resources and a triangle DW region between the supply and demand curves. However, tariffs introduce a unique dimensions to the DW equation. Well, they also distort market outcomes and result in an inefficient allocation of resources. Tariffs especially target imported goods. As a result, the deadweight loss within a tariff is typically represented by the area of the triangle formed by the reduction in imports, the changes in price, and the original quantities. Transitioning to the macroeconomics perspective, we will introduce the ADAS module to analyze how consumption tax affects aggregate demand and supply. Consumption taxes significantly impact aggregate supply by increasing production costs for the business. As businesses face higher tax, their production costs rise, leading to the reduction in output. These decreases in business output result in the left shift of the aggregate supply curve AS, ultimately leading to lower real GDP and potentially higher price levels. In addition, consumption tax directly affect aggregate demand by reducing consumer spending. As consumer taxes decreases disposable income, consumers have less money to spend on goods and services. This reduction in consumer spending leads a leftward shift of the aggregate demand curve, causing a decrease in real GDP and potentially causing a decrease in prices. In summary, consumption taxes have a contractionary effect on the economy. They reduce both aggregate demand and supply, leading to lower economic growth and potentially higher inflation. Now, let's explore the potential long-term economic benefits of tax aimed at improving public health. Tax targeted unhealthy products, such as sugary beverage and cigarettes, aim to reduce their consumption. As the consumption decreases, so do associated health problems, leading to lower healthcare costs and increased productivity. It can lead to higher disposable income and increased consumption spending. This results in a redward shift of the AD curve, leading to higher real GDP and potentially lower price level. Besides, tax aimed at improving public health can lead a healthier workforce. A healthier workforce is a more productive, leading to increased output and economic growth. This increase in productivity leads to a redward shift of AS curve, further increasing real GDP. In conclusion, health improving tax has a potential to generate significant long-term economic benefits. By improving public health and productivity, this tax contributes to a higher economic growth, lower health care costs, and improving economic stability. Lastly, let's discuss how empirical econometrical models, particularly dialectical cyclic graphs, in assessing the health and economic growth consequences of a Fed tax. The AGS offers a structured framework. By identifying key variables such as Fed tax employment, consumption behaviors, healthy outcomes, and economic growth, we can establish relationship between of them. For instance, the implementation of a fact test affects consumption behaviors, which in turn influence healthy outcomes. These healthy outcomes can further impact economic growth. In addition, we also considered control variables like income, education, and healthy care expenditures to account for potential confounding factors. By structuring a DAG and using econometrical techniques, such as regression analysis, we can estimate the parameters of the modules and evaluate the effect of the fact test on both healthy outcomes and economic growth. Sensitive analysis further allows us to test the robustness of our results to change in module specifications and variable measurements, providing a comprehensive understanding of the consequences of implementation of a fact test. Thank you for joining me today at the ACE conferences. I'm eager to hear your thoughts and insights on economics implication of taxation policies. Please feel free to reach out any questions or comments. And let's continue the conversation on shaping a more equitable and future through sound economics policies. Thank you.